Thursday, the 30th of December, Oman was hit by a heavy storm with heavy rain. The phenomenon was especially noticeable in the provinces of Muscat and North Al-Batana. The wind force reached 90 kilometers per hour. The amount of precipitation in some places was up to 30 liters per liter. Fortunately, no one was hurt as a result of these events. The authorities are urging citizens and residents to take precautions during rains and to keep an eye on weather forecasts. Forecasters note that the impact of extreme weather conditions on Oman is increasing. Rising temperatures have increased the likelihood of extreme weather events around the world, and their impact on Oman could intensify in the coming years. Flooding in Oman caused by heavy rain that began on New Year's Eve has left several cities isolated. More than 80 millimeters of precipitation fell in the country. The capital of Oman, Muscat, also suffered greatly from the rains. Social media videos show cars stuck in water. Traffic slowed as the drivers carefully drove along the flooded roads. We also see footage in which water poured into underground passages, flooded bridges, and crossroads. Some of the motorists returned home because they could not get to their place of work. I got to my office halfway and thought I'd better make a U-turn and go home. The roads are full of water, dangerous and unpredictable, said one of the eyewitnesses. The work of schools was also suspended on Tuesday. Schools will be closed on Tuesday, and the Ministry of Education is awaiting further advice from the Meteorological Office to resume classes, Oman State News Agency said. The merchants were forced to lower the shutters as the water threatened to flood their shops. I thought it would be possible to open my business this morning. I stayed open for only 20 minutes, and it started raining heavily again. Water from the streets began to flow into my store. Soon the floor was flooded with water, and I had to return home, he said, owner of one of the shops. Farmers are also calculating costs after high winds and rain have destroyed crops. It was raining heavily last night. I went to check my vegetables this morning, and at least 25% of them are floating in the water. Some of my trees were uprooted by the wind, said one of the farmers. Extreme rainfall is expected to last until the weekend, the country's meteorological office said. Heavy rains will continue for several days and people need to limit their travel. The roads will be slippery, so drivers must use caution when driving. Fishermen should not go to sea, where it is expected that the wave height will reach up to 7 meters, the ministry said.
تحت طال